Welcome back, everyone, to another Captain Patriot video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I've got a good video for you guys today, taking a look at liberal California Democrat versus conservative in Glendale, California. Let's start watching and see where we end up.
Well, take your shitty bags first.
Those
are yours.
I will. I'm so sorry, you guys. It was the Trump flag. That's what it was.
I get it. But if you had...
So a little preface for you guys here. She saw that he had a Trump flag in front of his house. She didn't take kindly to it, and she decided to leave dog shit on his doorstep. as you do when you disagree with someone politically, as you do when someone has a different opinion. You know, what do? Talk about it, try and figure out why they think the way they do. No, take a bag of shit and leave it on their doorstep.
If you had...
Oh, and then say that they're being a bigot. you got to make sure you do that too.
What's the stupid president's name now? Biden's picture on your wall. I wouldn't bother. Listen. I would just pass by. Your beliefs, my beliefs are two separate things. You understand? You have every right.
I know. Do you? Do you know? Because you're the one who's leaving bags of poop on people's doorstep. Are you sure you know?
You
believe anybody you want.
I know. And please accept my apologies. It was a really bad decision, and I just in light of everything that just happened with the assassination attempt, I just feel like...
Oh, so immediately after the assassination attempt, she thinks it's a wise decision to go to people's houses that have a Trump flag outside and leave bags of poop on their doorstep. I mean, like, is it just me, or does it seem like this whole thing is really one-sided? Does it strike anyone as odd that this doesn't really happen very often to liberals, right? That you don't see conservatives going out of their way to leave dog shit on, because you'd see that all over CNN and MSNBC if it was the case, right? Like, we would hear about it constantly if that was the case, I would assume. It's just very interesting. It just feels very one-sided.
Well, let me explain you something. Now, you mentioned assassination. How much you gotta not like the president, I don't care who that is, that you have to assassinate somebody?
Oh, and it's just... what it is right now is I just feel like he is somebody who is pushing everybody apart.
What? How do you rationalize that? How do you figure? How you figure that, girl? He's pushing people apart, but you going to your neighbor, right? Your fellow American, and leaving dog shit on their doorstep. That's not you being a little bit, I don't know, pushing people apart. What? You can't make this up. You can't write this. This is not a script you could come up with on your own. It's too good, okay? It's like too natural. Yeah, it's so funny. It's like, how do you, like, she's justifying the assassination attempt while also putting the blame on Republicans or anyone who's just, I guess, in favor of Trump, and saying that he's the one who's being divisive in the country and is splitting people apart. Meanwhile, she's leaving bags of poop on people's doorstep, but somehow doesn't seem to understand how maybe that could push people away from Biden.
And I want everyone to be together and help each other.
Something
like this, which is totally not me. And
But it was, though. But it was literally you. It was your decision and your brain that made the decision to leave a bag of poop on someone's doorstep because you didn't like their flag. I'm sorry. Who are you going to blame? Are you going to blame Trump for this one too?
Like, my husband just called me. I'm at my little girl's basketball game, and it's like, this is so irresponsible.
Yeah, you wouldn't want us to...
Irresponsible? No, it's malicious. It's like, it's evil. It's vindictive. You're going out of your way. You are literally going out of your way to do something terrible to another person. Or to do something. This is an act of hate, right? This is not like, oh, it's a hate crime. That's not what I'm saying. This is an act of hate. This is like, you hate what someone else believes, and so you do something to try and show that, like, you don't like their thought pattern, or you don't like their opinions, you don't like them as a person. That's what this is. This is like, and it's sad too, because especially right after an attempted assassination on the president or a previous president, you go and you do something like this, right? You're not really like, if you're really if you truly believe in what you're saying you believe in, right, with all your like moral superiority and all this other crap, you would not be doing this, right? You would be taking the high road. If you genuinely believed what you're talking about, you would take the high road. You wouldn't be putting bags of poop on people's doorstep.
No, I would freak out.
This is why we came to this country, for freedom. And you know, it's
Hell
not
yeah.
fair. It's just not fair.
Hell yeah.
It's not fair. It's just hard because I love everyone. I
Except for Trump supporters. I love everyone who agrees with me. I think that's a better way of stating it. You know, I think the fact that she's even trying to defend herself in this, she should just be taking her lumps and saying, you know what, I was acting like a stupid child. I wasn't really thinking. I was just getting angry, and I really apologize. Why not be genuine about your apology rather than try and rationalize away your shitty behavior, pun intended? Like, I don't understand why this is such a, like, why are you trying to defend what you did when what you did was insanely wrong? Like, there is no defending what you did. That's why I'm so confused. I don't understand why it seems like people on the left have a really hard time taking accountability when they do something wrong.
Then you shouldn't do something like that.
No, I shouldn't.
Yeah, that doesn't, what you say and what you do is two different
absolutely.
things. Yeah.
Called it.
That's not, and this is me being.
You hear how she's trying to just like explain it away? So like it's, oh, that's different. Oh, what you're saying is different.
Do something like that.
No, I shouldn't.
Yeah, that doesn't, what you say and what you do is two different
Absolutely.
things. Yeah.
But that's not.
She goes, absolutely. What you say and what you do is two different things. Calling her out on her hypocrisy, right? That's what the lady on the left is saying. She's like, you're saying one thing and you're doing another, and she goes, absolutely, thinking it's like a good thing. It's like, you just can't make it up.
This is me being a really crummy version of myself, and I'm sorry you.
This is me being a really crummy version of myself. So, like, are you saying it wasn't you? Are you implying that this was some other person who did this? Some other version of you? No, it was you. It was your decision. You got angry. You can't control your emotions, and you put a bag of poop on someone's doorstep because you didn't like their flag.
We're on the receiving end of that.
And last words, I accept your apology, but do your study. Don't watch the TV. Don't watch the news. Don't listen to others. Go do your own study about president. Any president. I don't care, Donald Trump or whoever. Do your own study before you judge another person. Just let's say you're walking and you're eating something and you choke, right? Yeah. Fall down. I will run and help you, correct?
I mean...
No, you would
I mean... You know, this is the fundamental difference between the left and the right, I think. You know, it is... I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a lack of humanity because they're so disconnected from reality. I really don't know what it is. But this is like a serious fundamental difference between the left and the right that I see everywhere in every aspect of people's lives. You know, one thinks very clearly and logically, and the other one makes decisions based off of how they feel in the moment, with no regard for other people's emotions at all. It's very telling when you have someone like this trying to justify this behavior and also aligning other, you know, ideas that they hold, such as who they vote for president, because she's going to vote for Kamala. She's not going to vote for Trump. This lady on the camera right now, or on screen right now, she's not going to vote for Trump. She's going to keep voting Democrat and keep making the same bad decisions because she's never going to take accountability for her actions or for her words, and she's never going to learn. And that's the sad reality for a lot of people. And there's people like this on the right as well. But right now, specifically in 2024, we're seeing a lot of it coming from the left. And that's the sad truth.
Expect me to run and help you, correct?
I would, yeah.
So if you had a Biden flag on your neck, should I stop doing that?
No.
So that's exactly why. See, this flag should not judge me who I am. Can I ask you a question? What Donald Trump did to you?
Oh.
Tell me personally that affect you. Yes, I'm going to let you answer.
What I think is that he's trying to divide a country that was founded on the principle
but guess
of
what?
autonomy.
You're the Biden voter who's dividing.
Oh, no, I'm not a Biden voter.
I don't know.
No. I find this man
No, she was. Don't believe that. Okay, just like she can't take accountability for any of this stuff. She doesn't want to say that she's a Biden voter because the economy is doing shit. People are really unhappy with the way things have been going recently and all the wars that have been starting under Biden's administration. And so, of course, Biden supporters are now hiding under rocks saying, "No, I'm not a Biden supporter. Oh my gosh, no." Oh, well, did you vote for him? Well, yeah, but that's just because I didn't want Trump. I don't support him. It's like, dude, take accountability for your actions, please.
To pick his people, and this country was founded upon openness and immigration. Right. You get to come here.
Okay.
And you get
Let me answer you about immigration. I'm an immigrant. But when I came to this country, I swear on my way in, I don't know where we swear. I think it was in Italy embassy, yeah, that we will obey the law, follow the law, and respect the law. But new people who's coming from the borders and illegally, they don't have to do none of that. They don't swear. They don't have to do. I didn't come to change the law over here because I run from the bad law. It was bad law where I come from. I run away to come to this freedom.
Yeah, I think this is a really great point and something that a lot of people on the left don't understand, and this is something that people on the right do understand. There is a very big difference between illegal immigration and legal immigration, and I don't think that people on the left really fully grasp that idea because they have this weird logic that kind of says that all humans are illegal. Well, that's just not true. We have borders, we have countries with different laws and different ideologies and different cultures that don't always mesh well together, okay? And we're seeing this exact thing happening in the Middle East right now. So this idea that, everyone's everyone and you just love is love, it's like, it doesn't make any sense, okay? And unfortunately, people are not at the stage yet to be able to do that. People are not at the stage yet, like we have not evolved to the point where we can live harmoniously together as one, okay? That's like a pipe dream. Unfortunately, that's the reality. You have people who are outliers in the community who are, over violent or over malicious or greedy and seek to destroy or take from others, right? So a society that doesn't punish those people or rather a society that rewards those people by giving them cell phones or hotel rooms and then not imprisoning them or sending them back to the country they came from rewards that behavior and encourages more of that behavior. So while the people who actually make the effort to come here legally, like this gentleman recording the video, gets bags of poop on their doorstep. So, yeah, from a white liberal lady, it's bonkers, to put it professionally.
I would never change the law over here. You understand? So whatever Donald Trump does, that's one of the reasons probably we came. I don't know who did it, but whoever is the presidents before, they did the right thing. And there's no way I'm going to change the law. But these new people who's running the border, coming illegally, they want to change the law. They want to bring it back, the shithole they're running away from. So that's why I respect this man to bring the laws. Just the way, let's bring America back again. What was that word? I forgot. Make America great again. Yeah. That is the whole point. Yeah. Bring it, make great again. Remind me why I came to this country. That's it.
I will say, just in answer to that, this is not a law-abiding man. This is not someone who is looking out for the
judge, jury, and executioner, and leaving dog poop on people's doorstep. I just because of a flag, because of his support for a president. Right. It's one thing to not like someone. It's a whole nother thing to go out of your way and to be malicious about your behavior towards a person because of what they believe. Right. It's one thing if you verbally disagree with someone and you tell them why you think they're wrong or tell them what laws you think Trump broke. That's one thing. Leaving bags of shit on someone's doorstep is pretty dang malicious. Like you have to go out that takes some thought behind it to do something like that.
Unity of a country, whether that unity is based on principles of truth and possibility. He's looking out for himself.
No, that's not true.
Why would he be looking out for himself financially when he's already got a shit ton of money? Like he's got more money than he can spend. So why would being president make him more money? If anything, it's only destroyed his reputation, probably makes making business deals far more difficult. So this is what I'm saying. There's like no thought behind any of these ideas. They're just ideas that she's like ingested from CNN and MSNBC. So you know, this is the state of our country right now, unfortunately. And I wish it wasn't, but it is, and it is what it is. And it's just so sad. It is so sad that we have people who think it's appropriate to go to their neighbor or go to their fellow American, leave bags of poop on their doorstep because of a political difference, right? I mean, you could say this is like political violence. It's not violence necessarily, but it definitely is pretty hateful to just go and leave some shit on someone's doorstep. I don't know. I'm just glad she didn't light it on fire and then ring the doorbell and run away. It's just so funny, you know. It's just so funny to me that the left claims to be this morally superior and super ethical, and you know, love is love, and we love peace, and love all people, all humans are legal, and you know, they preach this really sweet message, but you know, they kind of remind me of those like honey pot flowers, the fly traps, you know. Not the Venus flytrap, but the other one that like little critters fall into. Smells really sweet, but then you get sucked into it and you can't get out. That's what I see. This is like how I feel about this ideology, because the more you think about it, the less it makes sense. It's just sad. That's the biggest issue, right? It's just sad that as an American, this is what you think is this is appropriate behavior, and the way that you try and justify it and try and basically just act like it's, you know, oh, that was a different version. You know, that's not the version of me that bought. It's like, no, you're just excusing your behavior. You're removing any sort of accountability from your actions, and you're not going to learn or grow from this, which you should try to do, but you're not going to. It's terrible. Anyways, that's what I think about this. You know, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Yeah, just this was wild, and it's really funny too. And I'm glad, you know, the gentleman recording, you know, stood up to her and tried to, you know, he was definitely far more polite than I think other people necessarily would have been, which just goes to show again, like the left versus right. Like, how do they approach disagreements like this when someone is doing something malicious, like leaving a bag of poop on your doorstep? Yeah. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.